We are just under 2 hours away from kicking off the 4x4x48 challenge, where we will run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. And we may have just picked the worst weekend to do it.
The roads are so slick, make it without falling.
If you're not familiar with Goggins, he is an ex-Navy SEAL, ultramarathoner, ultracyclist, and this challenge was his brainchild. So I'll be meeting up with Tyler here in just a little bit to kick off our first run at 8 p.m. and then we run again at midnight, 4 a.m., 8 a.m., so on and so forth for 48 miles in 48 hours.
So Tyler, why is this the worst weekend to possibly do this?
Because it's January in North Georgia with a winter storm predicted.
Yes, so we might have ice on the roads on Sunday. We're not sure, but we're gonna do it anyway because we're crazy like that. So let's have fun with this. We're finally off the road onto some good old trails in the dark, which is pretty fun, but it's getting colder every minute or so.
First run down, we ended up running 4.5 miles by accident, but it was a lot of fun running in the dark on those trails. So 1 down, 11 to go, and I'll see you at midnight. Well guys, it's 11:25, so it's time to head off and do the first night run. This is definitely gonna suck at 4 a.m. We're gonna drive to town where it's safer to run. So we lose a little bit of time of sleep, but got maybe an hour in.
He's over there stretching. We're here to run number 2, where there are lights and streets where we won't get hit by cars, hopefully. And it is very cold outside as the winter weather is rolling in, but I am super excited. And here we go. Halfway done with run number 2, Tyler. Woo! There you go, Tyler. Run number 2 in the bag. Time to go home, try and get some shut-eye, and see you guys again at 4.
3:40 a.m., a little bit easier for me to wake up for this one, but definitely still not fun to get up. But I'm super excited to go running again. So we'll head downtown again and run where it's light.
Run number 4? No, run number 3. We're just about to start run number 3, and I'm honestly not sure if I should sound excited or exhausted because I feel both. I am so tired and ready for my bed again, but I'm also super excited that I'm on this challenge, especially with my buddy Tyler, because it's always fun to do challenges with him. So we're about to kick it off here in just a couple minutes, 3 minutes before 4 a.m. And we're off. Run number 3. Here we go. Hey, look, Tyler. I'm ready for my bed again. Great run today, Tyler. Another one in the bag. Run number 3 down. So that's 12 miles. Only 36 to go. Definitely feeling exhausted, but I think it's just because it's dark and 4 a.m. So I think I'll feel better once the sun comes up.
Good morning, guys. It is finally bright and light outside. So we're about to start our 8 a.m. run. We're gonna be headed to the park to do that one. So we're actually running low on time right now because it is 7:32 and we still have to go to the park and I still have to make a smoothie because I'm starving. I am so hungry. Last night's runs definitely took the calories out of me. I'm super sore this morning, but I'm super excited about today and being able to actually have daylight in between runs and not try and sleep and then wake up and then try and sleep. Basically, it was every time I went to bed, it took an entire hour just to finally fall asleep again. It was so rough. But we're here, it's day 2. I am sorry to say, but we are a little late getting started this morning because we had to get some stuff ready for the rest of the day because we probably won't be going home. And we still have to stretch. It is such a beautiful morning to be running at the park. And we are so thankful for the daylight now that we have instead of running in the pitch black. So that's nice. Good run, Tyler. It was awesome. Run number 4 down.
35 minutes, a third of the way there. That's so nice. 4 down, 8 to go, 16 miles down and 32 to go. We've been pretty consistent. Our first, of course, was 4.5 miles on trail, and that was like 40 something minutes. But since then it's been 35, 36, and now 35 again. So just at that 9-minute, 8:50 pace. So feeling really good and excited for breakfast. Although I do have one thing to say. This 8 a.m. run was definitely the hardest out of all of them. My entire body just feels completely fatigued, and it felt so slow, even though it was exactly the same pace. I don't know what that's gonna do later, but we will see, I guess. Everything inside of me really just wants to quit. I know I won't, but it wants to, and so I just have to be honest with you guys. That's where I'm at. I feel like quitting, even just after 4, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep going, and that winter weather is coming in later today. So I'm super excited about that. It's gonna be crazy. Catch y'all later. Run number 5, about to get started. Just dropped our clean clothes off with Tantrum, the brewing company. So we're gonna go run 2 miles out, 2 miles back, and then drink beer. And then at 4 o'clock, go run 2 miles out and 2 miles back. And it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely super, super sore and I'm tired. I wanna go back to bed even though it's noon. 3 miles down, 1 to go. Definitely did not realize that we were running with the wind for the first 2 miles. Then we turned around and now the wind's in our face. Makes it a little harder. But 1 more mile to go to complete run number 5. Cheers to finishing run number 5. Well, we just finished a couple of drinks. It's 4 o'clock.
Well, Mordecai didn't finish a couple drinks. He's weak.
Tyler finished a couple of drinks. I had like 2.5. He had like 3.5.
That's right, because Mordecai could not finish his beer.
No, because apparently I'm a weak link.
Weakling.
So we're gonna go to run number 6.
Run number 6.
Which is gonna be the halfway point, and we are going to do it great.
24.
24.
Kilos.
Adios. We're on run 6. Tyler is feeling really good. And we still got like 4 miles to go. We just started, so long way to go. So Tyler definitely had too much to drink because he's in Ingles right now peeing. While he's peeing, I'm just sitting here waiting, and then we'll continue on and finish these 4 miles. Hey, guess what, Tyler?
I'm miserable.
But guess what else?
I have blisters.
Guess what else?
It's freaking cold.
Guess what else?
What else, bro?
We're halfway done.
Halfway done.
Well, guys, I have some pretty bad news. We lost Tyler. We have a big storm coming in tonight, and because of that storm, he thought it would be best to go be with his wife in case we end up losing power tonight, because he has a newborn and another child, and so he thought it would be best to go be with his wife. And so he has stepped out of the challenge, which means we still have 6 more runs to go, and I'll be running them by myself. Thankfully, my wife has volunteered to come along with me, not run, but just come and show her support. So we'll see if she actually sticks to that. There she is.
Of course I'm gonna stick to it. I don't need sleep.
We'll see how that goes. Alrighty guys, we are out here again, getting ready for run number 7. It is getting colder and the snow should be here around midnight or so. So it could come in before that, but they're saying midnight to 1 all the way until 4. Basically start around midnight or 1 and continue snowing until 4. So we will most likely be running in the snow come the 4 a.m. run, which will be a lot of fun and also super cold and wet. But anyway, time to get this one on the road. And off we go. 1 mile down, 9 minutes, 44 seconds. Actually feeling a lot better than I anticipated. 3 more miles to go. Mile 2 down, 8 minutes, 42 seconds. 2 more miles to go. 3 miles down. We'll get some sleep. Do it again at midnight. 4 miles done. Average of a 9:11. So just at 40 minutes, I'm ready for bed. I'm so hungry, just always hungry. But I feel pretty good as far as legs go. Fatigue's definitely setting in, tiredness. We only have 2 more night runs and then we're back in the daytime. So it is 3:51 a.m. and we are headed to do the 4 a.m. run.
Now listen, before you comment, but Mordecai, where's the 12 a.m. run? I have to admit something. I slept through my alarm for the 12 a.m. run. It's true. But I do make up for it later in the video, so please stick around and let me know what you think about the way that I made it up and if you think it was a fair way of doing it. Now let's get back to the challenge.
But we're gonna be a little bit late because it's snowing and there's snow on the road. And so I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's all white. So it's gonna take us a little bit longer to get there. Well, we made it to the town, so we're going to be able to run. But there's definitely snow just covering everything, so it's gonna be very wet and cold. But I found my gloves, so that's good. But it's like that wet, sloshy snow. It's not like your dry, plump, soft snowman making snow. So it's gonna be completely miserable, but we're gonna do it. We're about a half mile into this run, but I wanted to pause just to show you guys the snow. It's beautiful. It's our first snow here in Georgia, and we're super happy. So it's pretty cool. 1 mile down, 9 minutes, 55 seconds. A little bit slower because of all the snow. Makes it a little slippery out here. Just gonna keep going. Mile 2 done, 10 minutes, 12 seconds. Which is a little slower. And it was downhill, which is kind of weird. But it was slower because the roads are so slick. I kept slipping, so I tried to just slow down and make it without falling. Winter wonderland out here, baby. Woo! 0.75 miles to go. Well, there it is, guys. Another 4 miles at 4 a.m. in the snow. I was just at 45 minutes, 41 minutes. So really not that bad as far as pace goes. It was super slick. So I tried to slow down a bit just to give myself that extra ability to catch myself if I started slipping. But man, this snow is beautiful. Check this out. There's a cop over there. Alrighty guys, it's 8 a.m. Time for run number 9. And it is sloshy as can be out here on this ground, and the wind is blowing some very cold air, but that's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. Let's go. Man guys, this weather is crazy. It's so cold. Every step is like running through a massive puddle, and the wind just keeps coming and coming and coming. It died down now for a second, so I figured I'd take this video, but the wind is just blowing so hard. Oh yes. 1 mile down, 3 to go. This is rough. Another 4 miles done. 42 minutes. That was the worst. My shoes are soaked. My socks are soaked. Anyway, that's 36 miles down. We should be at 40, but you know, we missed midnight's run, so it's like hour till 10, and at 10 we'll run another 4 miles, and then we'll run another 4 miles at noon to catch up for that midnight run. Then our last run will be at 4 o'clock. It should be about like this all day, so the rest of the runs will be about the same. Yes, I'm currently laying in my truck with 5 minutes to go before my next run. I don't feel like getting up and doing this run. There's only 3 more. This one to make up for midnight, and then noon, and then 4. I can do this. So I was literally about to step out of my truck to go run, and I look out and it's like raining sideways. Icicles are falling from the sky again. So Emma said that I should just go for it.
4K no.
4K no. So I'm gonna just do it. I decided to enjoy this little breezeway and just walk for about, 100 feet or so before I start running again in the rain. Oh, this is so much fun. So I don't know how much of this you can see, but it's literally hailing right now. Look, my arm is covered in, Friggin' hail. Done with 2 miles. Only got 2 more to go. Only 1 more mile to go. It's hailing. And there's really no cover anywhere from here back to the truck. So, 1 more mile we go in the hill. And there it is, run number 10. 40 miles in 40 hours. So, got another one in about an hour at noon, and then have the last one at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna try and get warmed up a little bit for the next hour before setting out to do it again in this. This muffin is delicious. There were a couple runs, Emma, where I recorded myself. It will not end up in the video.
How about the one where you were almost crying?
Yeah, that probably won't make it in there either.
You were so close to crying.
It was a rough moment.
That's okay.
Run number 11. Here we go. Yeah. It's still snowing. Ah! Just under a mile left to go in this 11th run. Be able to take, about 2.5, 3 hours off. And do the final run in the Goggins 4x4x48 challenge. This is rough. I'm gonna admit it. I've probably admitted it before, but this is rough, and I'm loving every second of it. So I finished run 11, and it was definitely the slowest run of the entire journey at about 45 minutes. We've got 30 minutes now left before run number 12 and the last run of the challenge. I'm super sore, super tired. I ate some food. Emma's making me hot chocolate. And look at that out there. Still snowing. It's beautiful. Gotta go for 1 more run out there though, which isn't as fun, but yeah, super excited for the last run. And then we're gonna celebrate with pizza, hopefully, as long as we can find pizza. Everything's closed right now because we live in North Georgia where we get snow and they close down life. Also, side note, got some bruising on my knee. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. Look at all that. It's all from running. Other than that, I'm just sore. Got a blister on my toe. But yeah, 1 more run. Here we come. Alrighty guys, time for the last and final run of the David Goggins challenge. 4 more miles and we will have done 48 miles in 48 hours. So with that, let's get going. 1 mile down, 3 to go to complete this challenge. 2 miles down and 2 miles to go. 3 miles down, 1 to go to complete the David Goggins challenge. Oh my God, this is way harder than I expected. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Harder than a marathon, harder than a half Ironman. Man, this is tough. Make sure you know that before you start. Only a half mile to go. I can feel it now. Almost there. Here we go. 0.02 miles. 0.01. And there it is. 48 miles in 48 hours in the bag. Done. Oh my God, that was hard. Woo, but we did it. Hold on. The last run came in at a 10-minute mile. So that makes 48 miles in 48 hours. 4 miles every 4 hours. I'm ready to die now. So.
Woo, you made it! High five! Way to go.
48 miles in 48 hours.
Way to go.
Accomplished.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready to die now.
You made it.
I did.
Way to go, honey.
And now I just want to sleep for the rest of the week.
You can do that.
My legs hurt so bad.
What have you learned in this experience?
I've learned that it really doesn't matter where you are in life, mentally, physically. Like whatever low you're in, your mind can overcome that. And I think that just goes with any addiction that people face too. Like people who are addicted to smoking, it's like, it's a mental battle. And so just like this run, it's like I'm at my lowest during those last few runs, and I'm able to overcome it with my mind. And it's just crazy what the mind can do. So give pain nothing and push with everything.
Woo!